this is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
Hey there, this is Josh from Stuff You Should Know with a message that could change your life. The Stuff You Should Know Think Spring podcast playlist is available now. Whether spring has sprung in your neck of the woods yet or not, the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist will make you want to get your overalls on, get outside, and get your hands in the dirt. You can get the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Bailey Taylor, and this is It Girl. This podcast is all about going deeper with the women shaping culture right now. Yes, we will talk about the style and the success, but we are also talking about the pressure, the expectations, and the real work behind it all.
As a woman in the industry, you're always underestimated. So you have to work extra hard in a way that doesn't compromise who you are and your integrity. You know, I like to say I was kind of like a silent ninja.
Listen to It Girl with Bailey Taylor on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
10-10 shots fired, City Hall building.
How could this have happened in City Hall? Somebody tell me that.
A shocking public murder.
This is one of the most dramatic events that really ever happened in New York City politics.
I screamed, get down, those are shots.
A tragedy that's now forgotten, and a mystery
that may or may not have been political, that may have been about sex.
Listen to Rorschach, Murder at City Hall on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Lori Siegel, and on my new podcast, Mostly Human, I'll take you to some wild corners of the tech world. I'm about to go on a date with an AI companion at a real-world cafe right here in New York City.
There's no playbook for what to do when an AI model hallucinates a story about you.
Mostly Human is your playbook for how tech can work for you.
Anyone can now be an entrepreneur. Anyone can build an app. And it's very empowering.
Listen to Mostly Human on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.
Time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com and click on where it says Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. Might be yours.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. Strawberry Letter.
Thank you, the nephew. Subject, my wife keeps leaving me and coming back. She keeps leaving me and coming back. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 35-year-old man with 2 kids and a stepdaughter by my wife. I love my family, but I have come to a breaking point with my wife. For the second time in 4 years, she has left the home and cut off all contact with me and the kids. The first time she left, she ran off with a man that she met online. She bought a bus ticket and rode out west and didn't contact us for a month. Eventually, the guy dumped her and she reached out to me. I ended up sending her $400 for her to get back home. Earlier this summer, I was grilling and the kids were in the pool. My wife said she had to run to Walmart to get a few things. We have not seen her since then. The kids and I rode all around town looking for her that night and the next day. I kind of figured she'd left us again, but I didn't want to upset the kids. I filed a missing persons report with the police, and the police told me since she'd left before, they wouldn't open an investigation right away. I posted pictures on Facebook, and instantly I got all kinds of messages saying that she'd been seen around our city and a few cities close by. I wasn't surprised, and I waited for her to call home. After 45 days, she called saying she needs to come back home, and she is ashamed of what she keeps doing to the family. I told the kids she called and is ready to come home. They said I shouldn't let her come back, and we'd be just fine without her. We've been married 14 years, and I've kept the marriage together for the kids. But now they're saying to throw her and the whole marriage away. Do you think I should take their advice or give my wife one more chance? Please advise. Well, I mean, you know, the decision, of course, is ultimately up to you what you do. Should you take the kids' advice or give your wife one more chance? Is that what you want to do? Well, it's certainly not what the kids want want you to do, because they're sick of her. They really are. And they let you know so you can let yourself off the hook. They want you to stop feeling guilty about all this. Your wife leaving and coming back and running off with some man she met online and, just not hearing from her. No contact for 40 days and a month, 45 days. What is all of this? And then you have 2 kids, and one of them is her stepdaughter. She's sick of her mom too. They want a divorce from her. And really, so should you at this point. Your wife doesn't care about you. She doesn't care about the kids. And your kids, I don't know how old they are. You said they were in the pool while you were grilling. But I mean, they're cool just with being with you, Dad. I'm saying sorry here, but your wife is trifling and she's a horrible mom. I mean, is she on drugs or something? What is going on with her? Who just walks out on her family and comes back like nothing ever happened? I'm sure this is devastating for your children. I'm sure it is. Who does this? Why should they have to continue to go through this time and time again? They can't be secure. They can't, they're unsure of themselves. And why should you have to continually go through this? Who can live like this? I just, you never know from one day to the next if you'll have a mom or if you have a wife or not. I say pack her bags, put yourself and your kids out of this revolving door of a marriage, and tell your wife that you and the guys will be just fine without her. She's selfish, and that's what the kids want you to do anyway. But unless you really want to do it, and I don't see why you wouldn't, I don't know. Don't let her back, okay? She's a source of misery for you guys. Steve?
Well, let me start by saying this to you. It ain't a good look when your kids are smarter than you.
Right.
It just ain't a good look. Let me just start there, okay? All right, here we go. You're a 35-year-old man, got 2 kids and a stepdaughter. I love my family, but you had a breaking point. For the second time in 4 years, she done left home, cut off all contact with me and the kids. The first time she left, she ran off with a man she met online. She bought who buys a bus ticket to ride out west? Like she in a Western or something. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Go west, young man. Fortune out there. And she left you for a dude that sent her a bus ticket. From a man that has a house with a swimming pool in it in the backyard grilling. She left you for a man that sent her a bus ticket. Your wife is not a bright person. The kids are. The wife is not. So let's try to make some sense of it. And she bought. Eventually, the guy dumped her. She reached out to me. I ended up spending $400 for her to get back home. Now, you obviously bought a plane ticket.
Hold on. Hold on, Steve. Hold that thought.
Oh, God.
Just hold it. We'll have part 2 of Steve's response coming up at 23 minutes after the hour. Today's subject, my wife keeps leaving me and coming back. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Why hasn't a woman formally participated in a Formula One race weekend in over a decade?
Think about how many skills they have to develop at such a young age.
What can we learn from all of the new F1 romance novels suddenly popping up every year?
He still smelled of podium champagne and expensive friction.
And how did a 2023 event called Wagageddon change the paddock forever?
That day is just seared into my memory.
I'm culture writer and F1 expert Lily Herman, and these are just a few of the questions I'm tackling on No Grip, a Formula One culture podcast that dives into the underexplored pockets of the sport. In each episode, a different guest and I will go deeper into the wacky mishaps, scandals, and sagas, both on the track and far away from it, that have made F1 a delightful, decadent dumpster fire for more than 75 years. Listen to No Grip on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Bailey Taylor, and this is It Girl. You may know me from my It Girl series I've done on the streets of New York over the years. Well, I've got good news. I am bringing those interviews and many more to this podcast. Yes, we will talk about the style and the success, but we are also talking about the pressure, the expectations, and the real work with the women shaping culture right now.
As a woman in the industry, you're always underestimated. So you have to work extra hard and you have to push the narrative in a way that doesn't compromise who you are and your integrity. You know, I like to say I was kind of like a silent ninja.
Each week, I have unfiltered conversations with female founders, creatives, and leaders to talk about ambition, visibility, and what it really takes to build something meaningful in the public eye. Because being an It Girl isn't about the spotlight, it's about owning it. I think the negatives need to be discussed and they need to be told to people who maybe don't do this every day, just so they know what's really going on. I feel like pulling the curtain back is important. Listen to It Girl with Bailey Taylor on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
If you're trying to keep up with everything happening on and off the court, we've got you covered on the podcast Flagrant and Funny.
You want to start with the first question for the Big Ten Coach of the Year?
Oh, whatever.
Would you like to?
Yeah,
So you're a Spartan, is that what I'm getting?
Exactly. So whether your bracket is busted or you just want the real talk on what's happening during the tournament, open your free iHeartRadio app, search Flagrant and Funny with Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill, and listen now.
Presented by Capital One, founding partner of iHeart Women's Sports.
10 shots fired, City Hall building.
A silver .40 caliber handgun was recovered at the scene.
From iHeart Podcasts and Best Case Studios, this is Rorschach, Murder at City Hall.
How could this have happened at City Hall? Somebody tell me that. Jeffrey, who did it?
July 2003. Councilman James E. Davis arrives at New York City Hall with a guest. Both men are carrying concealed weapons. And in less than 30 minutes, both of them will be dead.
Everybody in the chambers ducked.
A shocking public murder.
I scream, get down, get down. Those are shots. Those are shots, get down.
A charismatic politician.
You know, he just bent the rules all the time, man.
I still have a weapon, and I could shoot you.
And an outsider with a secret.
He alleged he was a victim of blackmail.
That may or may not have been political. That may have been about sex.
Listen to Rorschach, Murder at City Hall on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Carla Farrell. Kick that old mop and bucket aside. Are you ready for a mop and bucket clean in half the time? Make the swap to Swiffer Power Mop. The all-in-one cleaning hero has a built-in solution that breaks down dirt and grime like magic. With hundreds of scrubbing strips on the pad, it absorbs sticky messes with ease. Plus, it'll leave your home smelling great for hours after cleaning. Get yours today and mop smarter with the Swiffer Power Mop. All right, come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject, my wife keeps leaving me and coming back.
Yeah, she been doing it. Second time in 4 years. She done left. The first time she left with a man she met online. She bought a bus ticket and rode out west. I knew this relationship was doomed. You meet a dude online, he's buy you a bus ticket. All right? Clearly, you care more about her than the dude online. Now, hit a good one right here. Earlier this summer, I was grilling. Kids was outside in the pool. My wife said, what did she... What happened at the Walmart?
This is bad.
The kids and I rode around town looking for her that night.
And the next day.
What?
Mm-hmm.
And the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Then the dude said, because he got tuition, I kind of figured she left us again. I ain't want to upset the kids, so I filed a missing person report. Police told me since she left before, they wouldn't open an investigation right away. Then you put some pictures on Facebook and everybody started calling you, telling you, I saw that heifer down there at Earl Turner's.
Right.
Well, I saw her up at Abigail's. She was at the Speakeasy Tuesday. She came in the tavern Friday. They just saw her everywhere, yeah. You know, she an old broad that go do country stuff. You know, this ain't no big city chick.
Oh, okay, because of the bus. The bus.
So I wasn't surprised, and I waited for her to call home. After 45 days.
So crazy.
This heifer called back home, says she's ashamed of what she keep doing to the family. Shirley said something right. Is she on drugs? Because this guy crackhead wrote all over it.
Yeah. Yeah. This crackhead.
Matter of fact, let me back it down a little bit. Is she on meth? Wow. Let me tell you what, when you see her, look at her teeth real good.
Why?
Because if you on meth, your teeth is shot.
Oh.
You ain't see the Tiger King?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
His man. Did you see his mouth?
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. His whole
I don't care what your sexual preference is. You got to want somebody with some.
You'd have to. You have to.
Yeah.
Now, I told the kid she called and ready to come home. The kid said, don't let her come back. We just fine without her. You know you messed up when your kids don't want their mama no more.
Yeah. Ooh. Your blood daughter.
We've been married 14 years, and I've kept the marriage together for the kids. Now, this is interesting because now they're saying to throw her and the whole marriage away. Mm-hmm. So if she had a stepdaughter, the stepdaughter got to be at least 15. Because y'all only been together for 14 years. Mm-hmm. Unless she had the baby while she was on the bus trip.
She could have.
She could have.
Yeah, she's plenty trifling right here. She is.
Do you think I should take their advice or give my wife one more chance? Let me ask you something, bro. Give your wife one more chance to do what?
What? Leave you?
To leave a third time?
Yeah.
Please advise. Brother, I don't even know why you struggling with her. This is not a sign of a person that's no longer in love with you or her family.
Right.
She loves something else. Now, I ain't saying she on drugs. It do sound like drugs to me because she go on these binges. I don't know what's wrong with her. But the kids deserve better. You seem like a good man. You could probably get you a good woman.
Yeah.
Me personally, this is just Steve Harvey talking. Please don't tweet and Facebook me about my responses because, I don't really care no more. I really don't. I done got 63. I done got real comfortable with what I'm saying on this show. I divorced her.
In your own skin. Yeah.
I'm divorcing her.
I don't think he has much choice.
Yeah.
I don't think he has much choice.
I'm divorcing her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm not living like this. It's clear you don't want me and these kids. I don't want to keep sending the kids through it. And I want somebody to grill with me and the kids and be in the pool.
Right. Mm-hmm. You can leave your husband and your kids.
You will leave me for somebody that bought a bus ticket.
Yeah.
That's what I'm throwed off at.
Right.
I could see if you came up. You didn't even go lateral. You just took a step down. You rode a bus out west.
We don't even know.
Probably just went west of the Mississippi, ended up in Mississippi.
Oh wow! Just wherever. Yeah, this is crazy.
She's a bad woman. She's not a good person. I'm done with her. You can do what you want to do, bro. But even the kids know.
Thank you, Steve. Post your comments on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM on Instagram and Facebook. Check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
I'm Bailey Taylor, and this is It Girl. This podcast is all about going deeper with the women shaping culture right now. Yes, we will talk about the style and the success, but we are also talking about the pressure, the expectations, and the real work behind it all.
As a woman in the industry, you're always underestimated. So you have to work extra hard in a way that doesn't compromise who you are and your integrity. You know, I like to say I was kind of like a silent ninja.
Listen to It Girl with Bailey Taylor on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey there, this is Josh from Stuff You Should Know with a message that could change your life. The Stuff You Should Know Think Spring podcast playlist is available now. Whether spring has sprung in your neck of the woods yet or not, the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist will make you want to get your overalls on, get outside, and get your hands in the dirt. You can get the Stuff You Should Know Think Spring playlist on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
10-10 shots fired, City Hall building.
How could this have happened in City Hall? Somebody tell me that.
A shocking public murder.
This was one of the most dramatic events that really ever happened in New York City politics.
I screamed, get down, those are shots.
A tragedy that's now forgotten. And a mystery
that may or may not have been political, that may have been about sex.
Listen to Rorschach, Murder at City Hall on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.
I became a millionaire overnight and lost everything that actually mattered.
Hold on, Sophia. Did you just say they lost everything after becoming a millionaire?
That's right. And it gets worse. It's inheriting too much drama week on the OK Storytime podcast, so we'll find out soon. This person writes, I just inherited a fortune after losing my mom, and now my girlfriend's entire family is coming out of nowhere with their hands out, and my girlfriend is already giving my money away.
So the girl he wants to marry is already sending money out the door.
To find out how it ends, listen to the OK Storytime podcast on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.